Behind the Bow is a story of 32 athletes that make up the competitive cheer team called Smoke out of the OC All-Stars cheer facility in South Orange County, California. Behind the Bow is a positive, candid, compelling, and inside look to competitive cheer and Smoke season. A season filled with challenges, incredible highs, devastating lows, and this team's journey in pursuit of excellence. There's no other show like it. There's no other team like Smoke. I'm Paul Higgins. This is Smoke Behind the Bow, and all the action starts right now. On the last episode of Behind the Bow Smoke, the team fell short of their expectations in Las Vegas of achieving a victory.
Focusing on this isn't going to help us. It sucks, we don't like it, but this is sports. If you do not do well in sports, you do not win in sports. And if you do well in sports, you will win in sports. And today we did not do well. Yesterday, we did not do well. That's it.
The significance of that was momentum. Momentum for the biggest competition of the year in Dallas, Texas at NCA. Why? The importance? It's simple. Win in Dallas and you receive a full paid bid to Summit held in Orlando, Florida. Summit is a Super Bowl of competitive cheer, the culmination of hundreds of hours of practice and competition. A full paid bid means just that, an expense-filled trip to Florida. On this episode of Behind the Bow Smoke, we travel to Dallas, Texas with Smoke, and then we're back in Anaheim, California for the USA Nationals. Smoke is after a bid to Summit. The highs and lows are a character testament to each and every member of Smoke. I'm Paul Higgins. This is their story. This is Behind the Bow Smoke. When we arrived in Dallas, Texas, they were experiencing a rare snowstorm. It might have froze the city happenings outside, but inside the atmosphere was quite different. Smoke had performed the day before. They did not do well. Coach John Neville and Mandy Morgan challenged this very talented team to a solid performance on day 2. When Smoke hit the floor for day 2 of the NCAAs, they were excited and confident. But their normal warm-up routine was altered by a delay that might have affected some of the athletes, but not all. Too much time to think is not always good. Smoke started out well and were right on target. They had a great performance in the works. But remember, the judges are looking for 0 deductions. An NCAA bid was on the line at the most competitive competition of the cheer season. Smoke needed a perfect performance. Unfortunately, 55 seconds into their 2.5-minute routine, a fall and a stunt took place. It might be subtle, but glaring to the judges. It would be enough to eliminate any hopes for Smoke to do well in Dallas. Smoke later wraps up their routine. The memories of these 2 days in Dallas would have to be left on that competitive floor. Just 2 days later, Smoke was back in Orange County, California, preparing for the USA Nationals in Anaheim. Dallas was already behind them. Anaheim was their next opportunity to do well and nail down a Summit bid. The Anaheim Convention Center, the venue for the USA Nationals. Smoke had a good week of practice, but 2 of their team members were sidelined. Christian Lopez and Del Spector would not compete. This is like taking out 2 cylinders of a 4-cylinder car. Filling the void would be Michael Can and Kaylee Yap. For Michael, this would be his first cheer competition ever. Excited? Yes. Nervous? Definitely.
I'm really excited. I'm just kind of nervous because this is the competition. They're going for a Summit bid. I've been really nervous and I've just wanted to work hard and not disappoint everyone, and it's kind of scary, but it's really fun.
For Kaylee, she's a veteran competitor, competing now on 3 teams for the OC All-Stars. She takes the challenge head-on with confidence.
There's a lot of pressure because, this is a really big competition for Smoke for the bid to Summit, and it's late at night. We compete pretty late, and the schedule is all messed up. But I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun.
For Coach John Neville, he looks on intently during Smoke's pre-routine warm-up. Coach John expects a lot out of his team, and 2 new team members simply means next man up, getting the job done with some great athletes.
we're pretty fortunate that we got a lot of talented kids that can handle the adversity of these routines. It's interesting because everything's different when you have to try something new, but what I like is that these kids are willing and they're pretty smart and they're capable of making all these changes, so they're doing a great job. I like the philosophy. You hear this in some of the other major sports where it's next man up, and it's kind of the same thing here. It's the next girl up, the next guy up, because everybody understands the purpose that they fill, and it's one spot, and everybody knows what to do, and we've gone through this before and we'll go through it again, and honestly, these kids have done a great job handling the adversity.
Coach John and a Smoke team would soon find out how ready they were as they ventured to the third floor of the convention center for warm-ups. The adversity of meshing a replacement team member in the middle of the competitive season is not easy. In warm-ups, Kaylee's stunt group were having their difficulties nailing down their stunt with flyer Lexi McCabe. With only minutes before Smoke would hit the floor for their first performance, the intensity in warm-ups was obvious. How could Smoke pull all this together? The nervous energy was building with every second. Kaylee, exhausted both mentally and physically from competing on multiple teams, took a deep breath, pulled herself together, and got right back at it. She knew there was no other choice. 32 other athletes were depending on her. The same was true for Michael Can. How would he deal with the bright lights and big stage of his first competition? That was the question. For Kaylee Yap, she too felt the pressure, but also realized she was around familiar faces.
Going on the floor with Smoke day one, it was really nerve-wracking because I've never competed with them before, and I just learned the routine backstage, and it was a lot of pressure. But I knew the familiar faces because I see them around the gym, so it was good to have my friends with me. But it was still a lot to think of and remember all the steps that I had to do.
Up next, Smoke hits the floor for day one at the USA Nationals. The pressure is on.
Hi, I'm Emily from OC All-Stars, and you're watching Behind the Bow.
This portion of Behind the Bow is being brought to you by the Westin Dallas Downtown. Located in vibrant downtown Dallas, the Westin Dallas puts you in the center of it all. The Westin Dallas Downtown offers exceptional and generous areas for congregating. Enjoy and relax or take in our business center. Restaurant dining and our lobby bar await you. Our rooms are inviting, thoughtfully appointed, and larger than average. Relax in the comfort of our heavenly bed and enjoy our wonderful bath and all the amenities we have to offer. Begin your day visiting our 32nd floor with a morning swim, or take in a workout with state-of-the-art equipment as you overlook the breathtaking views of downtown Dallas. The Westin Dallas Downtown is located in the heart of downtown. The best of Dallas is within easy reach. For information and room or banquet reservations, visit us at westindallasdowntown.com.
Welcome back to Behind the Bow. Smoke is in Anaheim, California for day one of the USA Nationals. Kaylee Yap and Michael Can are filling in for two idle team members. No doubt they, along with the team, feel the pressure. After the initial walkthrough, Smoke was back on the practice floor for tumbling. Here, the nervous energy and excitement explodes with adrenaline. Smoke was roughly 35 minutes from hitting the competition floor. There now seemed to be a quiet confidence gaining in Smoke. Their tumbling passes were crisp, and the team was focused. For former high school wrestler Tim Warner, this is a new sport to him, and one that he's excited about.
It's so weird. Still today, I'll wake up and be like I'm a cheerleader. I used to go to wrestling tournaments and wrestle other guys, but now I'm cheering with girls. But it's I love it, but it's just so different.
For every athlete that competes on cheer at this level, the feeling one gets when they walk onto the stage to perform is almost undescribable. It's an adrenaline rush unlike any other, and that is true for Tim.
There's definitely a lot of nerves when I'm stepping on that mat, but I just got to tell myself nerves is adrenaline, and adrenaline is what makes me stronger. So that's what I tell my teammates too. Is adrenaline is what makes you good, what makes you concentrate. So it's just learning how to focus that's real difficult, but yeah, it pays off.
For Lexi McCabe, she's the flyer in the stunt group that Kaylee Yap is now a part of. Lexi, a great athlete herself, is not missing a beat with the change in teammates.
I'm pretty confident with it. I know I can hit it, and just have to be confident, because if I'm not, then otherwise it probably won't hit. So
Lexi has the right mindset going into the competition. She knows what's on the line, but at the same time, she likes to have fun.
it's so fun, and I really hope it pays off tonight, and I just hope we do well so we can have a good time tonight.
Yes, it's always more fun when you do well, and that was the goal of Smoke. The team culminated their pre-performance warm-up on the practice mat, going through their routine and fine-tuning as much as possible. It was now time for Smoke to make the 200-yard walk through the belly of the Anaheim Convention Center to compete in Day 1 at the USA Nationals. The nerves, the excitement, it was all there. The new teammates were in place, and that includes Kaylee, as she says, "I'm ready." All the prep work was done. Now it was time to perform. Enjoy Smoke Day 1 at the USA Nationals.
Getting onto the floor, the music started, my heart was pounding, and the audience was there, just a bunch of people looking at us, and we all started hitting our tumbling, and my tumbling was on time with my partner, and that was good. And then I remembered my next stunt, and we threw it really high, and it landed really well. And I remember forgetting my spot of where I was supposed to go next, but my teammate next to me told me to go over there, and so I remembered where to go, and we hit that stunt amazing, and everything was going really, really smooth. And we went to jumps, and that was really good. All of our timing was really well. We landed, we hit. Everyone was having fun out there. It was a good feeling.
For the casual observer of competitive cheer, the complicity of a precisely choreographed routine might not seem too difficult. On the contrary, what these athletes are doing is complex, athletic, mentally challenging, and flat out exhausting.
For the people who don't think cheer is a sport, well, you're mistaken, because All-Star cheer is very different from the stereotypical high school cheer of rah, 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 go team. All-Star cheer is a very physical and mentally intense sport. It takes hours and hours of hard work, and we put in so much time and effort into, making everything perfect, from the little cleans after setting out a stunt and landing your tumbling clean. We practice at least 3 to 4 times a week, and within those 3 to 4 days, we push ourselves like no other sport does. We come home and we're exhausted, we're sore, and it's all worth it in the end.
At this point into the routine, the coaches, the athletes of Smoke, plus the judges and crowd knew that they had a great performance in the works. Everything was clicking, even with 2 new team members, one on the floor for the very first competition of his life. Finished strong in the remaining 20 seconds, and the results of Day 1 for Smoke were going to be good.
Let's hear it for OC All-Star Smoke.
You could tell by the reaction of Smoke that they were thrilled with their performance. They faced the challenges and nailed their routine. Was it perfect? Pretty darn close. And it was good enough for them to be in first place after the first day. Smoke's coaches had nothing but great things to say.
Guys, listen. I am so unbelievably proud of you guys. What a routine. That was a good day. Guys, you look so good on that floor. We talked about it when we got backstage. It's a story that you're going to write about yourselves and how you do. And that was such a statement for yourselves as individuals and the team. I am so proud of you. One of the best routines we've had all year long. Well done.
The excitement did not stop there. For alternate Michael Can, he was elated, as he should.
It felt really, really good knowing that I hit 0 deductions. It was really scary at first, but once I started, I just was really into it, and it felt really, really good.
We did it! Oh, we did it! Oh my God.
Yes, she did. Kaylee Yap was also thrilled with the routine, as she was all smiles and, of course, excited.
Oh my gosh, it was so breathtaking. I was so happy when all my stunts hit. We had a little issues, but they were minor, and it was a really good routine. I'm really proud of it.
Day 1 is in the books for Smoke, and as mentioned, they're in first place at the USA Nationals. They have only climbed half the mountain as day 2 awaits. When we come back to Behind the Bow, the intensity picks up again as the bid for summit is what they really want. Are these tears of joy or despair? Will Smoke achieve their goal of a summit bid? Can the team once again come together? We'll have the answers to those questions and much more next, right here on Behind the Bow.
Hi, I'm McKenna from OC All-Stars, and you're watching Behind the Bow.
What do you value most in life? Most people say family because time goes by so quickly. Portraits of the ones you love will be the images you cherish most. Hi, I'm Lisa of Lisa Renee Photography. For more than 20 years, I have had the privilege to photograph the most special times in the lives of people. True professional photography, combined with the relaxed atmosphere and the latest of retouching techniques, will have everyone looking like a Hollywood celebrity. For the best quality for your photography needs, you should call Lisa Renee Photography.
Welcome back to Behind the Bow and day 2 of the USA Nationals, a huge competition in competitive cheer. Smoke, with 2 new team members plus an alternate that joined them in the last hour, had their backs up against the wall, but rose to the occasion and had a great routine. A routine that had them in first place after day 1 in Anaheim.
Mandy, day 2 of the competition here in Anaheim. Everyone's spirits are super excited. They've really performed well yesterday.
You know, it's crazy when Smoke has all these obstacles to overcome. We had a boy who has never competed cheerleading a day in his life compete for the first time yesterday. We had a girl that literally got put in an hour before we went on, and we had replaced another girl this week. That's so many obstacles to overcome, on top of them coming off of a poor performance in Dallas. So I was super proud as a coach that they walked out on that floor and did as well as they did, but there's still room for improvement today.
Yes, the pressure was back on Smoke for day 2, but if there was pressure, Smoke did a good job of not letting it be shown. After all, they climbed a pretty big mountain the day before. Now in familiar territory, they seemed ready to conquer the task at hand a second time. Flyer Fifi Backlet lets us know that it's tumbling time. The tumbling warm-up is always exciting, and unfortunately, the general public is not able to watch this part of the day. But your Behind the Bow Backstage Pass gives you a perspective that not many get to experience. It's certainly a time for the athletes to get their game faces on, but it's also a time that most athletes really enjoy. They love tumbling. Tumbling gets their blood going in a hurry, and it provides that first adrenaline rush of what's to come.
So when I warm up is when I get in that competition mode, and I think that's the most important part really of the competition is warming up. Well, obviously to prevent injury and everything, but it's also when people really get into the mode of competing.
Smoke takes that mode of thinking to the next phase of warm-ups, and that is marking their routine. The athletes have their choice to either throw their stunts or walk through it, individual preference. This routine is something they have worked on and thrown hundreds of times in practice. Difference here is that it's in a competition format, and the pressure is on to perform at a flawless level. Yes, you're competing against other teams, but really, you only have control over your own performance. As mentioned, Smoke performed well on day 1 at the USA Nationals. So good were they that they were in first place.
The pressure for day 2 was really intense because previously to our warm-ups, our coach told us that we were in first out of all of our teams. And that was really exciting, and we wanted to keep up with that, so we had to perform even better than we did the previous day if we wanted to come out on top.
The other half of the puzzle of replacing idle team members is Michael Can. He filled in nicely for Christian Lopez, who is sidelined with a badly sprained ankle. Michael performed well in day 1, but day 2 is still to come.
I've been really nervous, and I've just wanted to work hard and not disappoint everyone, and it's kind of scary, but it's really fun.
Like in every sport, you're faced with challenges. It's how you overcome them that teach you character, and that gains wisdom.
How do you try to prepare the athletes? These are life lessons they're going to take with them forever. What do you say to them?
Well, you've got it right. It's life lessons. It's about being calm. They're going to get through it. They're going to take that floor no matter what. And so if they can take that floor, take a deep breath, and be relaxed, they're going to do fine.
That time is now. When we come back, Smoke hits the floor in first place for day 2 of the USA Nationals. On the line, a championship and a possible paid summit bid to Florida. The intensity heats up and the wave of emotions are breathtaking. That's all next here on Behind the Bow.
Hi, I'm PJ. I'm a bass for OC All-Stars Smoke, and you're watching Behind the Bow.
This portion of Behind the Bow is being brought to you by the Westin Dallas Downtown, located in vibrant downtown Dallas. The Westin Dallas puts you in the center of it all. The Westin Dallas Downtown offers exceptional and generous areas for congregating. Enjoy and relax or take in our business center. Restaurant dining and our lobby bar await you. Our rooms are inviting, thoughtfully appointed, and larger than average. Relax in the comfort of our heavenly bed and enjoy our wonderful bath and all the amenities we have to offer. Begin your day visiting our 32nd floor with a morning swim, or take in a workout with state-of-the-art equipment as you overlook the breathtaking views of downtown Dallas. The Westin Dallas Downtown is located in the heart of downtown. The best of Dallas is within easy reach. For information and room or banquet reservations, visit us at westindallasdowntown.com.
Welcome back to Behind the Bow as we bring you inside the world of competitive cheer with Smoke. As Smoke prepares to hit the floor for Day 2 of the USA Nationals, they are in first place. Smoke and all competitive cheer athletes are passionate and committed to a sport that is incredibly difficult. The truth is that to be a competitive cheer athlete, it comes with an undeniable love for a sport that is united as one.
To be a competitive cheerleader means for the sport that you have the passion for, cheerleading, it's just putting all your hard work and all that you love, and the tumbling, the stunting, the jumps, everything, and just seeing how you compare to other cheerleaders. But we're all a big one family because we have the same goals, we have the same passion, we love the same sport. So it's like, I don't know, I like doing it because we all come together, but I mean, we have our different standings. It's still fun though.
The importance of the routine that Smoke was about to perform and the confidence that Coach John Neville had in Smoke was obvious in his pre-performance talk.
I love so many things about today. I love the fact that you have to rely on each other for 2.5 minutes for today. We got a lot on the line today, and I'm really excited. You had a great warm-up. Here's the thing. I want you to experience complete commitment for 2.5 minutes. If you can fully commit your bodies, your mind, your soul, your spirit, everything for that 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you will experience this payoff that is unbelievable. I've never felt more confident that a zero deduction routine today will give you the goals that you want to achieve. And let's be honest, I think that's going to be a full-plate fitness summit. Okay, you hit a zero deduction routine today, and I think that's yours. I am completely confident about where you can be. Complete focus on every element that you do. Concentrate. Understand that this is your team, this is your family. Guys, I'm excited. I literally want to get on that stage for you guys, and I want to compete, but there's kind of an age limit problem. I think I doubled or tripled the age limit. But guys, I'm serious. I cannot tell you enough. The payoff for 2.5 minutes of your life, of just your absolute devotion, is going to be a memory that you will never forget 60 years down the road. This can pay off big. Let's get it done.
For Kaylee Yap and Michael Can, they were 1-for-1 as replacements. Now it was time to get it done for a second straight day.
Being a replacement on a team is really hard because you have to live up to the expectations of the person that you're filling in for, their talents, how they do well on the team, how they connect with the people that they're working with, and it's hard to like fill someone else's shoes.
Kaylee was ready for the challenge, and Coach John's emotional speech inspired Smoke. It was time to get it done, and Smoke would deliver.
As a coach, I was proud of them because this is the ultimate sports story. You hear these adversities, these difficult obstacles that they have to overcome, and they just take advantage of these few moments that they can to accept the challenge and move with it and have a successful ending to it. It was pretty neat to see them take the obstacles and rather than make excuses, they made results.
For Smoke, they were spot on in day 2 of the USA Nationals. Every element of their routine was a culmination of months of practice.
As a coach, we're so close to these kids as a family. It's not just the 2 hours, the 2 days a week that we practice with them, we're family. And so the opportunity that I get to experience their success means so much more because we're so closer together. As a coach, it's family. And it was pretty neat to witness what they got to do, what they did this weekend.
Day 2 was a little less nerve-wracking for me because I'd already done that routine on the same floor with the same people, same judges, and it was good. It was feeling a lot better day 2. I was more confident with myself and the sense that I had. One of my other replacements, we were looking at each other and smiling because we knew we hit a good routine, but we were just hoping it was good enough to come out on top.
Smoke did hit a good routine again. For the second straight day, they performed at their highest level of the season.
Guys, by far the best routine I have ever in my life seen you guys do. By far. Guys, you looked amazing on that floor. We have goals that we want to achieve, and I understand that, but ultimately, you guys took such a difficult task of what you had to do this weekend, and you had 2 great performances. You looked amazing on that floor tonight. Amazing.
Smoke in 2 days at the USA Nationals had back-to-back excellent performances. During the awards, they were first served up the great news that they won first place in their division. The win put them in a position for a full-paid Summit bid, but unfortunately, that would not be the case, as the judges awarded the full-paid bid to an all-girls restricted 5 team. Heartbreak for Smoke, but they could hold their heads high for their 2 great performances. On the next edition of Behind the Bow, Smoke is back in Anaheim, California for the American Showcase. Smoke wants to end their season on a high note, and wow, do they deliver! Make sure to join us for the next edition of Behind the Bow. For Behind the Bow, I'm Paul Higgins. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.